his kids need to know that. Because his kids, that when I went to school, me and his daughter was in the same grade when he was doing this to me. And at first, I used to watch her come to school with nice clothes on. She was popular. I used to come to school with bum clothes on. And I'm like, your dad is molesting me. Every day I walk past her in class, in school in the hall, I wanted to tell her, your dad is molesting me. You come to school with nice clothes on, you're popular. I'm looking like a bum because my mom on crack. And, you know, there's plenty of times I want to tell him that. But Chris, from some, I remember his real name, Raymond.
She has a very interesting story.
But they know who I'm talking about from Southern Chris. Raymond was his first name. Virgil, and I forgot his daughter name. Anisha, or something like that. I can't remember that.
Hold on, real quick. All right, quick interruption, bro. That's wild. So you were going to school with her?
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Like, I guess you was thinking like your dad's molesting me, but what other, like, did you ever think like, you don't know what your dad's doing to me?
No, it wasn't funny. I didn't have hard, but I was like, you know, I was mad at her. And then as I got older, I started saying, oh, what is he doing to her? Because she was just as pretty as I was, you know? And I wondered, was he doing it to his own daughter? And then when I got a chance to confront him,
That's crazy.
I done had my kids are in junior high school, and I started working in Suffolk while I was living in a hospital. And one day I got off work, and I couldn't understand for the life of me why I was getting off work and my car was headed to his house, because he always stayed in the same house. And I got there, and I just wanted to confront him and tell him, did he know how old I was? So when I got there, and he came to the door, and I said, hey, Crip, how you doing? He said, hey. I said, you know who I am? As he let me in. He said, yeah, you put the door in, right? I said, yeah. I said,
well, part two. Hold on, you got part two. Wait, hold on, let me go. This is the part two. We finna go find part one. I want to see part one.
Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.eu.
Yeah.
Treat. Good boy. Alright, that's enough for today.
Wait.
But when I got 15 and 16, it's almost like he turned into my sugar. It was like I was wanting to go around there to see him because I was getting big money then. He was giving me $200.
Hold up, Marcus.
So at that point, you were...
I'm gonna rewind this. Hold on, let me see. Where it's two of them. Yeah, it's two of them. Oh, let's go to part one.
Dickie Jones family lashed back at
You gotta
me.
go to part one on tab 2.
Mama's only was my dad. You know, I still,
I'm the worst at holding this stuff.
and Mama, I you know,
The worst.
I still feel in some kind of way she is holding something.
And you've been running away from it since you was a kid.
And all I want is honesty, man. All my life I deal with honesty. All I want is I accept honesty more than anything. I hate lying.
What's up, YouTube? It's summertime and things are heating up in Atlanta. Make sure you go cop the merch at AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Now back to the content.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all back to the content too, but
Out here with another one. So we got a young lady with me. How you doing today, miss?
okay.
I'm doing good. So I was actually looking for some more folks, but I decided, why not? Let's interview, all right? You seem like you had a personality that would be like, all right, let's see what she's talking about. Anyway, are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
49.
49. And so how long have you been homeless?
Right now, probably about little.
What? I'm recording.
About 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
What happened 4 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
Relapsed back into my drug addiction, in and out of jail.
Around here, the king is crack. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I know how it is. Okay, so relapse. What was it do you think that made you relapse?
I think I felt like nobody really loved me, like unconditionally, or was really there. And then most of it was my blame for. I felt like I let my kids down, my family down, and I let myself down because you know it's a lot in me that I know is bigger than what I'm doing. And, you know, my friends know, my family know. And it's like, I just felt like, you know, the more years I kept into it, it was like, I was just saying, you know, I started beating myself up about how old I was. I can't get it back. I can't go back. I can't get it.
So you need to pass your prime and stuff like that?
And I just felt like, you know, older I got, I was like, fuck it. Just fucking live it out.
Mm.
You know?
Let me ask, what age was the first time that you smoked crack?
I was in my, probably about 30.
30?
Yeah, because my best friend used to teach, she used to say, who waits till they get 30 to start smoking crack? You know what I'm saying? So I know I was 30, maybe 31.
Well, I'm going to ask the same question, all right? Because you're 7 years older than me. Hold on real quick. I don't like people behind me like that. Let me turn around. All right? I'm going to stay right here. I'm good. I'm good, boss. You ain't in the camera. But you ain't had to, I was, you know, this public property, right? All right. I got you, but when you're in public, you can't control that. All right, we good. All right, we good, brother. Basically, you ain't had to come over in the first place. Okay, anyway, yeah, what the heck made you, because we're 7 years apart. So when you was 30, I was 23.
Okay.
I know good and damn well what crack would lead to. Right? We already, all the research was in. We grew up with junkies and stuff like that and seeing stuff like that. So what made you smoke crack at 30?
Oh boy, everybody, I got a lot of people ask me that, and I'm going to tell you, Scarface.
The movie?
Listen.
Oh shit.
The way that
hair regrowth is never looked
Oh, we hate commercials.
minoxidil plus
But they
vitamin
pay
E
bills, so.
formulated by dermatologists.
that
What's up,
Al Pacino went out.
Good to see you. Good to see you, baby.
But the way he went out at the end, it's like he felt no pain. He felt no pain, and
No, I don't want one. Let me do this. I'm working. No. Go ahead.
it was like the way he went out at the end. You know, he just felt like, because I always had this real close connection to God, and I felt like I had something that everybody could get from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna say like I ruled the world, like he said at the end, but I felt like everybody in the world could use something from me and my life and my knowledge, my brain, and the cocaine made him numb to where he went out like taking all those bullets. And kind of ever since that movie came out and I've seen it, I always wanted to try powder cocaine because I felt like it'll numb you, and I felt like it would numb that part of my life that I just didn't want to remember.
So let's talk about that. First of all, do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2? How old?
One just turned 27, one will be 29 in October.
27, 29, okay. And so, okay. So have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was married to their dad.
To their dad. Okay. How long?
I met him in 19...
I'm going to return back this way.
met him in 1995.
And when did y'all split?
We split in 2000 and, don't get me wrong on this, Eric, don't be mad at me about this, but I think it was, I remember getting my divorce papers when I was in Raleigh in 2009 or something like that.
So it's about 4 years effective marriage?
Yeah.
Right? Sounds about right. No. 14 years. 14 years. Yeah, you didn't say 2005, you said 95. Okay. Okay, so about 14 years, what happened? Like, I was in a 14-year relationship. Why did your relationship dissolve?
We both started, we always had a difference. And when I first met him, he was in love with my life. I ain't gonna lie, the first guy I was in love with, but we had differences of, he was more wanting like, he was a Jones type kid, like that, to try to keep up with.
The Joneses, he wanted to look good, he wanted to get the house, get the car.
But be suffering.
Right. Eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich and being in a nice house.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, no, that's that, I'm real.
No, that's a mismatch. Yeah.
But trying to make it seem like I got more than what I have, and we used to just argue with little things, and then we both got into the cocaine.
Okay.
We both got into the cocaine, and I think we kind of both tried it before we met each other. We met each other when we was 18 and 19, because I'm 8 months older than him.
Okay.
But we both had tried cocaine before we met each other. And then, but that was like a teenage try, like,
right.
You know. And
it didn't really like,
right.
It didn't really stick for real. Right.
And in our 20s, we both started sneaking around doing it, but I was doing it with my best friend, and he was doing it with some of his friends he grew up with. And then we kind of like came together knowing that each other was doing it,
right.
So we started doing it together, and one thing led to another. They went from the powder cocaine to the crack, to where we had to ask. At that time, my mother was still in active addiction, and his parents were, Irish parents, they like a Bill Cosby almost.
Okay, so they, right.
Mom went to church, dad always worked.
Right, so they was a nice family, a nice, good, upper middle class type family. I got you.
So they was the only ones that was stable enough, and I like to take on our kids. So
they pretty much raised them?
Well, they raised them for maybe 4 years, and I went and got myself clean. We tried it together, but it didn't work. I went and got myself clean, and I stayed clean for years and got back into my kids' life, moved back home. I went to Raleigh to get clean. I moved back home, which is a high school, North Carolina. Moved back home, you know, to be with my kids. I didn't want to move them to Raleigh because they had been in that school system.
All right, you want to watch more of that? Go visit Atlanta Street interviews. And I'm going on the streets. I'm going to go watch some videos and catch up. Because ain't nobody coming on here. But maybe later somebody rewind and watch it. Who cares? It's all fun and games. Bye.
I got into a car accident, and the doctor gave